Today I am having some fun with the Woomer Watercolor Paint. I have 36 colors that I will be swatching today. I will also be coloring a Christmas page for you using these watercolors. In this set, they include 2 sponges and 2 water brush pens, as well as the swatch chart. Let's get busy. Here is some key important information that you should know. This is the case that the watercolor paint comes in. On the back of this case here, you'll see the color chart of all the colors that are inside of the set. But not only that, Woomer includes the light fastness as well as the transparency or the opaqueness of the particular color. And if you take a look, they have the key for each color. Just by me scanning this, it looks like the light fastness is around 4 stars to 3 stars, and it tells you here that it has good light fastness for 4 stars and light fastness for 5 to 6. Okay. Also, you'll notice that there is a colored in circle where half of the circle is colored in. That just simply means that the color is semi-opaque, and they have their key here to let you know how transparent the color is as well as how opaque it is. All of these colors are semi-opaque. Here is the set. I'm going to move it off to the side so you can see the actual swatch card. Then I'm going to move you in a little bit closer. What I have done, I've already filled up the water pens, but I also have my own because I don't know how these are going to work. And I am going to try my best to be very light-handed with the water because I don't want to overdo anything. With these water pens, they provide 2 of them, and they are different. We have one that is pointy. Let me take the top off here so you can see what I'm talking about. We have one that's pointy, right? And then there's one that is square here. Okay. I'm going to be trying both of them, but I think I'll more than likely use the one that is the square. The first color is white. I do like watercolor, but I don't use it that much. I want to get more into it. I also want to learn actually how to watercolor, period. So now I'm going in here and wetting it with my little white here. That's what the first color is. It is titanium white. And I know you won't be able to see the white, but just, I always swatch my white anyway. And I've already swatched it. I think I was out of focus when I swatched it. I apologize for that. Now the next color is lemon yellow. Squeeze a little bit of water out of here. Get me some yellow here and wet my brush up very well. What I'm noticing is that I probably need to show you here. What I'm noticing is that once I wet it, the color pretty much comes on the brush fairly quickly. If you can see that there. I think I'm too close in for you, but that's okay. Now, we got the yellow here. I'm going to put it on the card here. I don't know if there's a specific way that you're supposed to, swatch watercolor. And what I'm noticing is that these colors are bold. I'm going to get another color, which is the medium yellow here. I'm going to let you see me swatch it here. You can see what I'm talking about. That it picks up the color fairly quickly. Okay, so this is the medium yellow. I'm not going to be doing too much talking because I know swatching takes time. And I don't want to bore you with my talking. But I want you to see what I'm doing here. What I'm liking is this yellow right here is looks pretty vibrant. That's what I'm noticing with the colors. Also, I'm gonna get some more yellow here to just kind of put here in the corner. To me, that looks really vibrant. I don't know how well you can tell and see on the camera, but just me looking at it with my naked eye and not looking through the viewfinder, it looks very vibrant to me. I'll try to turn my light down a little bit. There it is. That looks more like what it looks like. This right here looks brown, but this is iron yellow. And as I wet it, I can see that it's starting to have a little bit of yellow up there. And of course, I clean my brush before I put it in here. So this is iron yellow. The next color that I have is yellow orange. And this is yellow orange right here. Get some color here. I can't wait to color with these. They seem to be very, like, really vibrant. So this is yellow orange. Look at that. And I'm just looking at this with my naked eye. And it looks very pigmented. And I forgot to mention, I did not receive these for free. I believe I told you that I paid for them. And here is red orange right here to pick up a little bit of color. Once I do this first row, then I will just start swatching and letting you see what's going on here. I won't be talking. And this one is very pigmented as well. Look at that. I've used watercolor in the past that barely had pigment in it. So far I'm seeing and noticing that these are pretty pigmented. The next one that I have is vermilion, I think, and that's this one here. I don't know about you, but I like this color, vermilion. It's a color that I really like. Okay. This is really pigmented. I mean, yeah. Next one is the permanent red color, which is here. I squeeze a little water out here. Okay, permanent red. That looks good. I have a feeling that I'm really going to like these watercolors. The next color that I have is called Crimson Red. Get some water here. This is the Crimson Red. I like Crimson Red. Right. Another color that is really pretty, very pigmented. I like it. All right. So these are the first row of colors that I have swatched. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and swatch the rest of them on camera, but it'll be sped up, of course, with some music. All right. Here are the swatches. This is how they look. One of the things I can say is that these colors look pigmented. They are vibrant. Here's what they say on the box about the colors. It says easy to blend. We're going to see if these are easy to blend. It says that it is easy to activate, and I found it to be very easy to activate because I showed you how quickly the color activated, and they are rich in color, and I actually do believe they are rich in color because I see that they are rich in color. All right. It is now time to have some fun. I am coloring a page from Gajul, which means Merry Christmas, illustrated by Hannah Carlson. And this is the page that I am coloring for you today. Both of these pages have been prepared to receive a wet medium. The product that I use to prep this page with is the Golden Satin Glazing Liquid. I put just enough on the page and then I spreaded it around. I didn't use a lot, which means that it did not take a long time for the page to dry. I let it air dry. That's it. I did not add any heat. So I have my pen here. I'm going to activate this here with the pen. This is the lemon yellow color. Get me a good amount of it on my brush. I'm just going to put it around here. What I'm noticing is that when I put the color on, it felt good, meaning that it's not too hard to spread and it's moving along on the paper very well. So I like that. I'm going to get me a little bit more. Also, with coloring with paint or any medium other than pencils, it's quicker to get the picture colored. You know, it doesn't take very long. That's what I like. I don't color with paint as much as I would like to. And what I'm finding is that I really do like coloring with this paint. It just seems to be not too hard to do. And I like that. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little bit more of the lemon yellow on here because I want it to come down a certain amount. So I'm going to put a little bit more yellow here. But it seems like this color, the watercolor, is easy to spread on this paper. And it is also, of course, very pigmented and bright. I like that. Bring all the color down because what I'm going for is that I want to use my other yellow around my mice. And I don't want it to be too dark here. It can lighten up here. This is fun because I know it's not going to take that long to do this. I like this paint. I really, really do. This will make a good gift, I believe. Or a good gift to yourself, huh? All right, so now what I'm going to do as far as the other yellow, I'm going to use the medium yellow, which is this yellow here. So now I'm going to go in here, go up a little bit into the color here and bring it down. Go over here with this yellow. Getting into the hat, I'm messing up, but that's okay. It's all in fun. I'm not perfect. This is fun because I do like watercolor, and I think you would like watercolor as well. Don't try to be a perfectionist. I'm gonna get some more of the lighter yellow and bring it into here so it can be blended out, right? I want you to know too, I am going to use glitter pens in certain areas, but I won't do any of that until after I finish painting. Now I'm going to bring the color down because I'm going to eventually, this is going to be a different color. Looking at it like it's a wall right in here. I'm going to get some more of the lighter yellow so I can blend. So it's not an obvious line right there. Lemon yellow. I'm going to bring it into that. I don't want that line there, so I want to blend it out. And you see it worked. When you are doing anything, just go for what you know. What you want to do, just do it. And you see how that blended out? At least it looks like it's blended to me. I'm going to do that for over here on the side here. Take it into the other yellow a bit. And as you can see, there is no line detected there. At least I don't see a line. And I'm gonna go over here to get that line out of there. It's really fun to use watercolor, especially when it works very good. This one works very well from what I can tell. So that is my first part. The next thing I'm going to do is color this area here, and it's going to be a different color. The next color that I'm going to use is the color Iron Yellow. I always like to try different mediums, but sometimes I'm a little bit intimidated to do so. But once I start trying, I just go ahead and do it. Like once I start, I don't be like, oh, I can't do this. I just go ahead and do it like I'm doing now on camera. Because I haven't colored with any paint or watercolor. It's been a while. And I have these supplies, so I need to start using them. Now this area here, I'm going to use a bigger brush. I didn't mean to come down with that far using this brush, but this brush to me is to help me to get in the small areas. And as I was saying, I do like to try different mediums. But once I start using them, like what I'm doing now, I just go ahead and do it. I don't stop. I just go ahead and do it, even though I'm afraid. You never know how to use something unless you would try it. Don't be afraid to try different mediums. It's just art. It's just, you know, a different medium. You may find that you like the different medium compared to what you've been using. Sometimes it's good to switch things up. So now I'm going to get my bigger brush so that I can move the color around a little bit more because I have a bigger space here. So yeah, try the other mediums. Don't be afraid to do that. You may find that you like it and you want to keep incorporating it into your coloring. Like I tried the gouache. Is it gouache? The guac. Why did I say gouache? What is it? The gouache. Yeah, I said gouache. Oh my goodness. I tried the gouache paint. I really liked it, but I want to be able to learn how to thin it out some with water. I had it a little bit too thick. And that just comes from what practice and using it a little bit more. So I think I have my little floor the way I want it to be. This little area is the floor here. But yeah, don't be afraid. Try new things. Especially if you like art and like coloring. Now you can use different mediums to get different looks because I like the way watercolor looks. You know, it's a washed out color. It's not as concentrated. And do know the more water you use, the more washed out it looks. The pigment will look, the color. Yeah. So I have that. I'm going to go back in with my pointy one to go in between where the scissors are lying here. That's what I'm going to do here. And then that'll be it for this part. Now I do have a skinnier brush than what I'm using here. And see, I ended up getting too much water in here, but I'm going to try to dry it up. See, I just dried up my brush, took out most of the water so I could absorb some of the water from this area. That's it. What I'm going to do is come back over here and put some color around the eye. Now I'm going to use, let's see, wanted to use black, but I think that might be too dark. I think I'm going to go in with this Payne's gray, and I'm going to use just a little bit of it. And I'm going to get some more Payne's gray and put around the eye here. That was a little bit too much, but I'm gonna blend it out here. Oh, I did a little too much, but that's okay. Looks like a raccoon. But I come back in with some more gray to kind of lighten it up some. I think I have too much water. Now I'm messing up. Is there a such thing as messing up? I'm gonna take my sponge and get some of it up here. Okay. I guess these mice gonna be different colors. That's not what I had planned, but that's what it's looking like. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do, I want to go in with the to the ears, and I'm gonna use rose red, but I'm going to mix the rose red in with the white to give it a lighter shade of pink. Right, so I'm gonna, there's pink color that I came up with. I mixed some um, white and rose with it. There's an ear over there that I missed. You see, that's what happens when I talk. And I'm gonna make the nose pink as well. Maybe it's supposed to be black. It probably is right, but I'm just having fun. Now I have the ears. I need to go back and get this other ear over here that I completely missed. And that's a little bit too wet. Dry it up a little bit. I completely missed this ear. When you find that your brush is too wet, what I do is I dip it onto my paper towel to dry it up a little bit. If I want it to be a little more concentrated, then I'll go back to the paint and get some more on the tip here. That ear looks a little pink. I don't know. I don't even want to critique myself like that. So that is that. And I'm going to go ahead and paint the tail. I think I'm going to paint the tail pink. I'm going to use the pink that I came up with. And then we're going to move on. Get my color here and activate that to here. And put a little pink on the tail. I think mice have pink tails, don't they? Or white tails, or I don't know. I don't. Okay, I got that one. And I'm going to do this one over here with the pink. It's very light, very faint here. Messed up my white here. But I can clean it up, I guess. Okay. Whoops, I just got outside. I did it again. That is okay, because I'm going to have a background. Okay, so my mice, they are colored. This one looks a little bit different, but that's fine. That's good. Maybe this mouse, this mouse should look a little bit different because it looks bigger. Blend this paint gray out a bit. Okay. I'm just gonna add a little bit of whatever's here up in here. Okay. All right. That is it. My mice are done and I'm moving on to their clothing. Okay, now I'm ready to work on this mouse. Mice is two, right? This mouse. What I did off camera is I came in and added some accents with my white gel pen and silver gel pen. So you can kind of see that, but of course I'll let you see an up close look at it when I'm finished. Now, I'm over here on this mouse and I'm going to do green over here on this mouse. I think I'm going to do the chrome color green, which is here. I'm going to take some of the green off and put it up here so I can just dip and get some color. All right. So I am ready to paint the bigger mouse. Well, paint the clothing. I think I have a little too much water. There we go. How did I come up with the colors? I just chose some colors that I thought would go well with the background as well as, of course, the season. Trying to get as much water off of here. And I don't want this to be like a really dark green. I want it to be, when I mean dark, I want it to be more washed out, if that makes sense. I am back. I got my brush. I'm going to be doing the thread, and I'm going to color the thread red. I'm going to use this brush here. This is my Caran d'Ache little water brush paint brush thing. This one has a type of a marker type of feel, so I feel like I can like color in the line a little bit better. I'm going to pick up a little bit of the paint red here onto the tip. Okay, so the last thing that I'm going to do is the background. I'm going to put these sponges to the test and give the background a bit of texture. I think I'm going to use the color Prussian blue. Get the Prussian blue and put it here, because I'm going to take, I messed up and dipped in the green by accident. Okay, I just added some water. I don't know if you saw that before it went blurry. Take my sponge, I'm gonna dip in here a bit, and I'm just going to stamp this all over like this to give it a bit of color, but I don't want to have to do too much. That's my background there. I'm going to zoom out so you can see the results here. This is it here. It's not dry, of course, but I didn't put a whole lot of water on it. And if you take a look at the back side of the page, I'm gonna show you. I don't have anything that went through. Nothing, not even watercolor. Yes, as far as seepage around the edge, that did not happen. Okay, so that is it. That is my watercolor picture. I think it turned out pretty good. I enjoyed coloring this and I had fun. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. Until next time, keep calm and keep coloring. Look at my fingers. Bye.